events that I did here. Lindsay Matway lived in Chicago. We had a big bunch of people. Remember we did in that white tent? I don't know how many people were here. Many of you recognize and were at that event. And that probably had 600, I would guess, about maybe 500-600 people. And I stood on a chair because nobody could see me, but they didn't give me a chair to stand on and I would hit my head. By the way, I do want to give you guys credit. This is the first city I've been to in a long time that didn't make a short joke in the photo line. I really appreciate that. But what you guys are doing is you're laughing, you're not afraid to make fools of yourselves, you're not afraid to have fun, and you're not afraid to fail a little bit, and you're just going to keep on growing. What we've done here is this little $1.3 billion thing, and I never thought that I could say that I would run a company that would do $1.3 billion in a year. Like, it's just crazy. Imagine how that feels for a guy who was like scratching together pennies to see if I could get him to make so I could have a third penny and invest in rolling, right? And so, managed to get it going, and we were selling some videotapes, and this thing has just grown to become this amazing, life-invigorating business because of people like you. It has evolved past me. When I'm doing a challenge group, I'm not getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning because I love it. I'm getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning because I know you guys are going to check on me.
Right.
I'm not squeezing my food into little containers because it's such a convenient way to carry my food around. I'm doing it because she's watching me.
That's right.
And you guys are going to check on me, and I better have some results because I got to be proof the product works.
That's right.
But all you guys are the ones that bring life to that. And it's not just for me. You're bringing life to this for everybody around you. That's why this room is growing. That's why there are so many other networks that you can consider. And God love them. They're doing many good things, and they're helping people create wealth. But what you guys are doing is helping people create wealth by helping people solve this massive, unbelievable, almost unsolvable problem of obesity and low self-esteem. Our mission, help people achieve their goals and lead healthy, fulfilling lives, right? Healthy, fulfilling lives. That key word there is fulfilling. How terrible would it be to go through life representing a product that you're like, I'm okay with that product, but I'm making a lot of money with it. I don't think you're going to be fulfilled. What you guys are representing is a behavior change, fitness, nutrition, and accountability that is the most powerful drug I've ever seen in terms of solving a disease called obesity. And the fact that you represent this, and look, the biggest problem, even in the drug industry, right? If you can take a little pill that solves your heart disease or lowers your cholesterol, the biggest problem the drug industry has is getting the patients to take the pill. Imagine, just take a pill. Done. Handled it. Now, if that's hard, imagine how hard, what the job you signed up with, because our pill, you got to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. You got to squeeze stuff in little containers. You got to dig around in that bag for the scoop every month. I saw her just in time. Little kid.
That's a monkey ball bull.
CEO, remember? Business card? Oh, that's me. So what we do is hard. You guys signed up for something that's hard. You represent a shake that looks ridiculously expensive. Whenever I post my 365, I've done the shake and and there's always going to be somebody in there. I wish I could afford that, and I totally understand that for some people the cash is just not there. But I also understand that they're eating something.
Yep.
So I don't know
if
they're getting gum or candy stuck to the bottom of railings in subways or something, but they're finding enough food to eat something that's probably not as nutritionally dense as what they're getting with Shakeology. And whether it's a few times a week to get started, and then how do you feel with that? Or you do it for one whole month, and then it wasn't that good, and you return it and get your money back. What you guys signed up for was to represent this thing that is absolutely, literally feeding life into an ecosystem, into bodies that are craving nutrition.
Yeah. And
the problem is, people don't know that they could feel differently. And that's difficult to sell, because they're like, well, I feel kind of okay. And then unless you get lucky and you talk to somebody like, superfoods and digestive enzymes and prebiotics and probiotics and protein and fiber, that is going to make me feel better. Okay, I'll take some. find that person because they're probably already drinking a shake. Not as good as ours, but they're probably already drinking one. Well, the fact that you guys have courage to ask people to get up at 5 a.m. or whenever they can do their workouts. The fact that you have the courage to say, I believe in you and I'm going to help you stay accountable and I'm going to help you watch your portions and I'm going to plug you into this community that dress up in sort of white and line up for photos and stand in line. I literally, just so you know, my feeling when I'm in these lines is I feel like at some point...
It really does work, y'all.
Smiling.
It really does.
And I feel like at some point
really
somebody's going to go, wait a minute, why are we doing this with him? Can we just get on with this? I'm like, that's what I think. It's like, who cares about me? What matters is the life that you bring to this, the energy that you bring to this. And well, here's what I know. Right now you are the wind is at our backs. Right now people are like, I feel like crap. The last few months have just been terrible. That's when, unless they did the year-end resolution, you know, right? Many of us did it, year-end resolution. I had some really good results, felt really great, and absolutely went into the new year in the best shape of my life. The first time that I've gone into the new year, like, I'm not in bad shape. So unless that is part of your plan or the person that you're talking to, right now the wind is at your back. But here's what I know. That the energy that you've got, the enthusiasm that you've got right now, you're going to need to remember that somehow. Put it on a Post-it note or a sticker or something and remind yourself that when it's May or when it's June or August, and especially when it's next September and October, you got to remember the enthusiasm that you had now. Because you got to be able to have that enthusiasm, not just when the wind is at your back. You got to have that enthusiasm when things are really hard, because it's going to be hard for us to go and help 200 million people unless this room can maintain this kind of enthusiasm when nobody's watching. When you got to be able to maintain this enthusiasm when you're standing in line at Starbucks and you overhear somebody say, I want to lose weight, you're going to have that same courage and enthusiasm at that moment in September and October that you have right now. And if you do, that is when the world opens up. That's when you have the prospect of becoming, being one of those people in the Millionaires Club, or just growing in rank, or even better, that's when you have the prospect of touching somebody's life in such a meaningful way that you have no idea what's about to happen. It's huge.
It is.
$1.3 billion is a ridiculously low number when you control and have put together a miracle pill like we've got. Fitness, nutrition, and peer support. It's unstoppable if we can keep the kind of enthusiasm that I've seen here for the last half hour going all year long. And there's only one person that can do that, and they're sitting in your chair.
That's right.
If there's two people in one chair, you might have to split that. But you guys are it. Like, you're the ones. It's not me. It's not little videos. It's not Autumn. It's not Sagi. It's not Tony or Shalene or Sean or who did I miss? I think I got them all. Or Joel or Jericho. That's coming. Something. It's not Michael Neiman, although he's very good. It's you. And it's your ability somehow, personal development, continuing to be the proof the product works, remembering the kind of life that you can have. Being truly invigorated about life, like I've seen here today, what that can be. It's like an enormous opportunity. God, I hope it continues past this, the energy that you've got here. I hope you guys continue to get together, not just for Super Saturdays, but you keep in touch. You've got success partners. We're going to have, what do they call the thing that we do in February? In the cup? Oh, the cup, the team cup. So you're going to band together and do the team cup in February. You're going to take this new cafe latte drink out there and you're going to share it with people and say, hey, what do you think?
Yes.
Tastes really good, right? Tastes like coffee. Guess what? No more caffeine than a cup of decaf. Like, you've got all these tools, but you're going to have to be the one. The person in your chair is going to have to be the one that maintains that energy with enthusiasm and excitement all year long. And when your enthusiasm's down, hopefully you've got a success partner and you can say, hey, what can we do to reinvigorate? Remember that time we were in Chicago and we were all up and we were going for it? What happened to that? Well, it's September. It sucks. That's when we need you to go, let's just do it like it was January 1st. Let's just do this all year long. We have such incredible potential. My goal, like I said, I think it was, I don't know if it was on the National Wake Up Call or The Surge. Anybody see that? Some people saw it? Okay. Thank you, dude. You were the three. It's fun. Those things are tiring, though. But when we did The Surge, I said this thing about that if I could get, we have 400,000 coaches. If I could get every coach to get 2 people a week started with a program, we would help 40 million people this year.
Wow, that's a
That
lot.
would end the trend of obesity. Why can't we do that? Like, what's stopping us from doing that? Because guess what that would do? That would create about $60 billion in revenue with a B, 60 billion. And guess who we split that 50-50 with? You guys.
Yeah.
That's a lot of billions for us to split. And guess what? We deserve it. If we happen to help that much health happen, and that many lives get changed, and that many people start their transformation, we deserve to create wealth. I think that's the kind of business that you can be proud of creating wealth with. But at the end of the day, all that rap that Paul did that was so good, doesn't matter if when you leave here, your energy goes down. If this is just motivation and a bunch moving air around, it doesn't work. Where the real work matters is what you're going to... Did you see the video yet? You didn't see the video yet, right? So when you see the video, you're going to hear about special things, promotions, what's happening this year, what trips are we going on, and so on. Soak it all in. Take notes. Treat this like a business. Doesn't mean you need to treat it like a boring business, but treat it like a business. Be business-like. Want to do something with it. Make it the dream job. Even if you fail, even if it's in conflict with some of the other things that you do, and you still want to get more out of life from this, go all the way with it. That's my message to you, okay? Just go all the way with it. In that moment, in the present, not living for next year, not living for what happened last year, but in the present, you're going to help that person that's in front of you that day, and you're going to do it all the way. That's the way to live life. You're going to get more out of life. Your self-esteem will go up, their self-esteem will go up, and we will achieve our mission. Help people achieve their goals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives. You are fantastic people. You're amazing people, all the life that you bring. I hope you maintain it. I hope you understand how much power is in this room to change lives. And I hope you do it with me and the rest of the gang in 2016. Thank you for having me here.